something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. But where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. That storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. We got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. You still got to break the chains that left you scarred from where you came. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mine is
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Settle in, we think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. It's gonna be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Williams going to throw on the first play. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A huge play right off the bat. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
This kick is good. Makes the score Bears 7, Packers nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A chance here for Murray. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. On the ground, it's Murray. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, third and 5.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have the Packers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 38 yards. First and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. For the pylon, he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane to the goal line. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
All right.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
A short field. They'll run. It's Murray. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Balin Bullock there on the tackle.
So So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
7-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Hit them.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
On the play.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Isaiah McDuffie. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. A toss play really tests how well your linebackers can run sideline to sideline. He was also able to show how fast he can get downhill, being able to bring that runner down behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. gain of 7 and a first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal.
Axel, 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 Axel.
Robinson. And this one blown up. Good surge. He's dropped them. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Whiskey.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
What is up?
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Roman Wilson, touchdown Bears.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is no good. He misses the extra point. But here come the flags. This will likely be a roughing call. Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
He's going to try to do it himself, and he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a 1-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9, nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at 44-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
On the quick, right?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
First and 10.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
All right. 18, what's that?
They bring the tight end in motion. That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Packers.
At the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Derek Harmon in for the tackle.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Second down and 8.
What's that? 18, what's that? Buggy.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 18, what's that?
Throwing is Stroud. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
All right.
They'll stay on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. That's timeout to Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. It is 2nd and 9.
Now, what's that? 18, what's that? Hey, uno more. 11.
Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And And the Bears are going to take possession.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
What is up?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is up?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now, Stroud. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. An even 40 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
In motion, Reed. A run on 1st and goal. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
a loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Great team. What's that? Look the hot. Look the hot.
To throw, it's Stroud. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and goal.
118. What's that? 19 Texas. Hey, Uno Mars.
The man in motion is Watson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now Williams. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
What is up?
They'll run on 2nd down. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
What is up? Who we got?
Here's Williams now to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
What is it on? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
What's up?
They'll run with Robinson, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
4-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
What is up?
Here's Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. They'll begin the fourth by giving it to Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
What is up? Guys, yep.
To throw is Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Bears going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So,
good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
Point conversion.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
At their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready to run.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready up. Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels. Paul, 32, 32, 32.
Now a toss play, running left. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
2nd and inches.
Ready up. Vegas!
They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
On the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the option, here's Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and 10.
What is that? Yes.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he'll be taken down at the 30. Here's 1st down. Here we go. They'll stick to the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's first and 10.
18, what's up? Hey, south. Hey, uno.
They'll drop to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
All right. 19, what's up?
They'll run. And the Packers are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Tony. Where's the hot?
Stroud going to set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Buggy. Love it.
Here's Stroud. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Ready to go.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10.
Yes, 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 yes. Hey, switch, switch, switch. Punch first, punch first, punch first.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
There's Butler, there's Butler, Butler.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
What is up?
Throw it again. It's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. This is 1st and 10.
What is up?
Robinson, and he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Nice job by the running back making the 1st guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his 1st try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner. And he has missed this one. No good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First of all, you ain't fat long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic. What is it? Whiskey.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready, son.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. And even 30 yards.
Look at the deep layers that they put into this defense. They're trying to say, hey, you don't get enough depth. We're going to throw this ball over your head. But once a defense takes that deep passing game away, look at the space between the running back when he gets the ball and the front line of defenders trying to chase him. That's what allows for this big pickup after the catch. Great play design.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6.
Ready, son. Here we go. Ronaldo. Tag.
They'll give on the ground, and he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Chicago.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Ready, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
He's brought down back at the 16.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him.
And that ball incomplete over the middle. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
Yes. With Vegas. Go. Punch first.
Here's Williams now to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. Now it's 4th and goal.
He was
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Of course, they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So, the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Forced to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
They'll look to set up the screen here. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
18.
Stroud. He'll take a shot for Watson. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers.
Great job here on 4th and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the